been a while since I've done a garden update, but ridgegourd has been cut. So I don't get my feet in the picture. Ridgegourd has been reduced in size. So now it's gonna be fertilizer for the garden. That's what we're looking at now. A lot more holes inside the vine itself. We had a bird trying to put a nest in here, found. But yeah. This is what our garden's looking like now. Reason for cutting that is so we can get some more sun. But yeah, strawberries. This is the reason I was cutting it back, so the strawberries get some more light, because they're not producing anymore, and that's the only thing I can think of. So maybe they just need some more light. But we got tons of runners. This one has put off at least 3. There's one here, and then this little guy here. Looks like we might, nope, that's the same one. All right, this one has only have 4 runners. Over here, I'm not even counting. I've actually taken a few to my parents because their strawberries died, and I figured I had more than enough over here. Hopefully cutting up all this will help with the sunlight, even help with our cherry tomatoes starting to come in. You know, just more sunlight in general for the garden, since ridgegourd was a gift seed. It's not something I chose, and it's not something I really know what to do with. So if you got any idea of what to do with the ridgegourd, other than let it dry out and turn it into a loofah, yeah, let me know, because this garden's supposed to be food more than anything else. Poor tomato. I actually just cut up, you see in this pile, a lot of this tomato. It's the first thing I cut up, so it's underneath the ridgegourd. I'm not gonna dig through that. I lifted this and ended up snapping this, so that's all right. More stuff to just throw into the compost, step on, break down. But here's the tomato plant. This branch, it was in the archway, so I had to lift this, stick this under there, broke that. But we still have a few tomatoes, despite having caterpillars, stink bugs, and just the whole 9 yards just happening to this. After I abused it with soapy water. It's okay, because like I said, we got a lot, and I mean a lot, of cherry tomatoes, because these are not the only cherry tomato plants we have. We have one over here, and then we got one over here, which they got teardrop shaped tomatoes versus actual round tomatoes. I think that's weird because they're the same variety. They came from the same seed pack. Show you the peppers really quick. Basil's getting big. Anytime I see flowers, except for on this one, this is flowers. Anytime I see flowers, I just go underneath, snap it off, and let those go to bloom for the bees. Come over here. This is where our squash was, and if you can tell, this is the state of the squash. I cut off all the bad leaves. I didn't even throw them in the middle of compost. I threw them out into the woods. But yeah, I think it's time to get rid of our squash. I just ripped this squash up. I think it's time to rip this squash up, which sucks because I miss chocolate squash bread. I really want some more. Digging in here, we have another chickpea seed. We got chickpeas. I'm gonna move this chickpea plant from the tomatoes. This is a chickpea right here. There's a little further along chickpea that I uprooted from the potato. But I want all my chickpeas in this one area. Seeds, all grown from seeds. And we've got more seeds popping up. I'm excited. I don't know what half this is. There's like hyssop, there's lettuce, there's just a whole mix of seeds in here. The reason I ended up having to sprinkle more in here than I wanted, because the seeds started getting moldy. I had them all in one container and I realized they were getting moldy, and that wasn't good. The only thing I did not plant from seed was this, pulled up from the yard. It was the mint that was in its own little pot, but I figured this bed was contained enough. I just wanted it to be a little random, more flowers than anything, but as you see, the mint's popping up already, starting just a little takeover, but mint is good at taking over, so I have to be mindful of that. But because I like to throw stuff in the middle of the garden for compost, I figured that would be fine. I tried to plant some beets. My seeds are probably just way too old because nothing is popping up. I did throw a house plant out here, and it's been a few weeks now. It's looking all right. Yeah, that's a new leaf, so it's growing. It's trying to survive. So this is our onion garden. This is what's happened to it. Maybe a raised planter wasn't a great idea. Maybe it just didn't, drain enough. But whatever happened, they're not growing anymore. I'm gonna have to harvest them because they look sad. And what's really sad is, whoops, that is very brittle. I think my little walking seeds are gonna dry up as well. I don't know what to do. I can't save them. If they're dry, I can't save them, but that is what it is. So hey, I don't know why this guy's bending. He's being a little weird, but potatoes around 2 look okay. Still need to get some companion plants in here. That's the closest companion plant I have is a marigold. So it's next to it, but still need a little something. But yeah, that's what we got on potatoes so far. Thanks for watching this update. Hope your garden's going well if you got one. And I'll be back with another one. This thing does not seem to chime when it rains. Just saying.